Why, hello! I figured the best way to demonstrate how to create a PowerPoint video was to actually do one and post it on YouTube as you follow along with this presentation. So hopefully this will be a tool that will be very relevant and something that you'll be looking to use both in distance learning and even when we get back to just regular learning. It's actually just a neat way to flip your classroom and provide another resource for your students. So here we go. So the first thing you're going to want to do in PowerPoint is to enable the recording menu. So that's something that's not there from the start. So what you have to do is hit the File button in PowerPoint, go to Options, and then another window will pop up and you go to Customize Ribbon. You can select that. And then you can scroll down, and then on that little left side window, Recording will be one of the options, and you make sure that that's checked, and that'll put a new tab in your PowerPoint menus up at the top. So you do want to make sure that you customize the ribbon as it says, and then you want to look for this recording tab. It's going to be something you have to scroll down to get. So you're going to click OK, and then you'll see it. So the next thing you want to do, now obviously I'm assuming that you already have a PowerPoint ready to go that you just want to create the narration for. So you do want to start by actually making a PowerPoint that you want to, in fact, narrate. So what you're going to do is you're going to click this recording. So we do have the recording tab on mine, and then record slideshow. And then a little drop down comes up, and you're going to go record from beginning. And so that'll take you to the record screen, which is actually what I'm looking at right now as I record this narration. All right, so this looks like a whole bunch of stuff when you see this narration. So I'm going to kind of go at it from the top left. So the first thing are the three options that you see over here. So record actually starts your recording. When you're done, you're going to hit stop. And then if you want to play it back, you're going to hit replay. Now, one thing about replay is that it's going to replay just that slide's recording and then beyond. So you would have to start at your first slide and then hit replay to see the entire show. All right, going down here, so you have little drawing tools. That's over here. So you can highlight, you can change the color, you can do all sorts of stuff as you actually go along. So if you want to like highlight some text, you can create like a highlight just like that, and then in the final video, it's going to actually show up. Okay, moving along, you can actually turn off the camera if you want. You can also turn off the microphone, and then you can turn off the little guy, this little person over here, is if you want the preview showing up or not in your slides. So that's the tools down here in the lower right. Okay, you can also use arrows to navigate through the slideshow. That's so that would be this arrow over here. If you need to stop and restart, you're going to actually stop it and going to use the clear function, and then X actually takes you out and back to your PowerPoint when you're done. So that's the whole screen there. Okay, so when you're done, you'll notice that the narration actually shows up in the corner of your screen. So it starts off there, and that's, wait, I'm going to go and use this. So that's your little narration right over there when you're done. Now you can manipulate it, you can delete it off a particular slide, you can do any kind of thing with that. You can retape it if you want, going back to the presenter. But that's where it will show up. Okay, so when you're ready to export the whole video, when your narration's done, you're going to go back to that recording tab, and you're going to click Export to Video. Will be the next thing that you press when you're ready to go. That takes you to like a save screen that looks a little bit different. So you'll notice on the save screen over here that it's actually create a video is selected. And you don't have to do too much on this screen. I've changed it in mine, but it'll actually start off as like HD 1080p, which is excessive. You don't need that for these recordings. So just change that to 720 and that'll be fine. Make sure that this record timings and narrations is selected. It should be if you've recorded already. You should be good to go. When it's set, you're going to hit create video. and that's going to give you an option to save it somewhere, just like any other PowerPoint. It's going to save it as a .mp4 file, and that's a video file. So just keep that in mind. You want to make sure that you're saving your PowerPoint as a regular slideshow as well, elsewheres. So you want, but you do want to make sure this video file is there and accessible. So what would you do with this? Well, you can add it to your YouTube channel. So that link actually takes you to the presentation I did about creating YouTube channel videos. So now this video can be added to your YouTube channel. You can, once it's on YouTube, you can actually use it to make an Edpuzzle session. If you want to do like guided notes and then stop and ask kids questions and then kind of take them back to the guided notes. So you could kind of do that with these videos. You can also post it to Google Classroom and onto your Blackboards through the YouTube link that you will get when you upload it to YouTube. You can put it on Google Drive and then put it to your classrooms that way or share it through Google Drive. I wouldn't recommend it because it's a big file and it's not easy for your kids to kind of access. It's way easier for students to access videos through YouTube. And then finally, you can actually add it through Google Forms quiz. And what you would do with that is in Google Form Quiz, you can add YouTube videos, and then you would have questions or other prompts there. So if you are interested but don't know how to get that accomplished, go see me and I will be more than happy to help you. Just a few tips. You do want to give a little bit of a pause, like a second or two between slides, because sometimes it takes a second to catch up. And then when you are ready to go, you're just going to hit stop, and that's about it. So I hope you got something out of this video. I'll also make the slide deck available. I'll probably put the slide deck link in YouTube when I put the description up. So take a look for it. Thank you all for watching, and I hope this was helpful. If you need any other ed tech help, I'd be more than happy to help. So see everybody around.